Alright, off to the Gold Coast. See you later. Have fun. Domestic thanks. Finally here in the sunny Gold Coast. Landed. I'm gonna get some rest, do some captioning and editing and whatnot, and get some food, and I will see you all tomorrow. Me. Good morning. It is a beautiful Thursday, and we are off to SeaWorld.
Steed has arrived.
For a date, honey. Look, everybody, it's Heidi making her big return.
Yes, you might remember me from giving him a heart attack in South Australia.
Yep. Let's cut to the tape, shall we?
Yeah, so welcome to Queensland.
Thank you. So what are we most excited to get on today?
Well, as it might be controversial, Leviathan is my number one. I have a small credit count, but Leviathan is my number one, and I don't know. You can't hate on Leviathan. But yeah, no, Levy will be good. I don't know. I always like a bit of Storm Coaster. It's short, but it's sweet.
Okay.
The theming makes no sense.
For the record, I haven't been on any of these coasters at SeaWorld. The last time I went to SeaWorld was probably around 99, 2000.
So before I was born.
Oh God! The ravages of age.
I'm more excited to see your opinions on SeaWorld's rides, considering all the rides have opened since you've last been here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Almost there. G'day, it's Ejector Beartime. I'm here with Heidi at SeaWorld on the Gold Coast, where we're here to ride Leviathan, Jet Rescue, the SpongeBob Boating School Blast, and what's the other one? Storm Coaster. Let's get inside. Hey, look at these fishing guys. Exciting! So the good thing about Leviathan here is that they've got a test seat for larger riders. So go without having to queue up. Green light goes on. Green light goes off. Take that as a win. Almost our turn.
Yes.
Fingers crossed I do.
I believe you will.
Hope so.
I've been heavier enough. Yeah.
About to ride Leviathan.
Back road.
See you when you get off. All right, we just got off Leviathan. That was amazing.
Yeah, still as good as last time I rode it. It's maybe a pinch rougher.
Yeah.
Particularly in like one or two spots, but I don't know, the pacing just makes up for it.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, he had to staple me, like triple check me, but I just fit on. So if you're a bigger rider and you're sort of 6'2", like the both of us, you don't want to be over 120 kilos, otherwise you're probably not going to fit on. But yeah, just got on there, thankfully. But yeah, that was an awesome ride.
It's such a good ride. I was honestly worried that it wasn't going to ride like it used to because it felt like they were running it on a, from what we could see from the queue, that it was looking like it was on a slower ride cycle. It probably is, but it's still just as good.
Yeah.
You can't beat that pacing anywhere in Australia.
Totally.
Yeah.
Easily.
Is that now your number one at the moment?
It's being shared with Abyss. I need to process a bit.
Yeah.
And then maybe get a couple more rides in before I make a final
And
judgment.
backwards, now that we know you can fit.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Now a little postscript here since coming down from the adrenaline rush. I'm going to say it, the restraints on Leviathan's Timberliner trains are just not big person friendly. While I did fit on the ride, as you can see in my footage of the test seat, the restraint doesn't even cover my whole body. The attendants will have to staple you if you're a larger rider to get you to fit, no matter what the lights on the test seat say. And it will dig into you when they staple you. Add all the forces you're subjected to when you're riding the coaster, and chances are you're going to be very bruised like I was. These bruises were hardcore and left me sore for the rest of my Gold Coast trip. I actually found something like Abyss to have more comfortable restraints than Leviathan. More slender riders will probably disagree with me, but I have to give you an honest perspective as a big and tall rider. Okay, back to the video.
I imagine SeaWorld looks pretty different since you were last here.
Pretty much. Run line for Jet Rescue.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on this one?
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Puts motor coaster. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. Puts motor coaster to shame. I don't know. To be honest, all this coaster really does for me is make me ask questions of Intamin and why motor coaster was ever built. Because this is good. This is a good ride, and it's not a pile of steaming crap like motor coaster, which we will find out later this week.
All right. See you on the other side. All right, Jet Rescue. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's a fun little thing. I enjoy it.
It's super quick, but it packs so much into that time.
Yeah. The transitions are super
Oh,
whippy.
and it's the first couple of transitions I was like getting whipped about and I was like, oh wait, if I lean into it like I was on, say, like a toboggan,
Yeah,
it's so much more
or
enjoyable.
a jet ski.
Yeah. Details, Heidi, details.
then yeah, it works.
Yeah. Jet Rescue's restraints are going to be challenging for riders with big thighs, as the restraints have to fit over your legs. But it's the very tall that are going to have the big issues with this ride. The attendants insist that you need to allow for clearance in front of your knees to allow your thumbs to grip onto the handlebars. And at an ample seated 6'2", I just squeezed in. So taller riders should be advised about this before queuing up. But great ride. I definitely want to get in on that again. But yeah, let's keep exploring.
Yeah.
Do the other two.
So I want to point out one of my favourite details about this ride, which a lot of people probably miss, especially people who aren't local, and especially people who haven't had to queue for the whole thing. But you come down here, and you've got a screen, which is supposed to show you, oh no, storm's approaching. But, if you notice, this is done by the Bureau of Stormy Storms. Great imagination, VRTP.
Alright, Storm Coaster. It is a yay for Heidi, but a nay for me. The restraints are just a little too... It was fine with the thighs, but it just wouldn't come forward enough, so if you've got a bigger belly, it's just not... You're not going to have a good time. You're not going to be able to fit on it, really. So that's a good note. Big Bear, not friendly, this one, so we're going to add that back to the bottom of the credit list and come back for my trip at the end of the year when Jungle Rush and Wizard of Oz area opens at Movie World. So we'll just be making a return trip to SeaWorld. Alright, we've got one more, which is SpongeBob, so I think that also might be a bit touch and go whether or not we fit on that one, but we'll see how we go. Alright, bye! Yeah, the line for SpongeBob's a bit long, so we're going to get in our backwards tickets for Levy.
Yeah.
And give that a bell, because that was fun and that was Big Bear friend.
You've never done a roller coaster backwards, have you?
I've never done a roller coaster backwards. Oh, actually, unless you count like Demon, like a Vekoma Boomerang as backwards, but
yeah,
because it's a shuttle.
Yeah, true. There are obviously backwards elements on some coasters, like Scooby-Doo.
But not an entirely backwards coaster.
No.
So yeah, exciting.
Let's do it.
All right, we're doing Leviathan again, but this time we're doing it backwards.
This way.
Yeah. Backwards seat, let's do it. A few moments later. So we tried Leviathan backwards and unfortunately it was a no-go, even though I fit on it facing forwards this morning. So yeah, backwards rides on the Leviathan, not Big Bear friendly. Yeah, what can I say? Gonna have to go and get that reimbursed from guest services because they don't do it at the station. But yeah, that's disappointing, but something else to do when I come back in at the end of the year. So Heidi got to ride it, so hopefully she had a good time. How was it?
I forgot how violent it was.
Yeah.
It's the only word that I really have. Because you got no back restraint. Through positive G's, you sort of just get sandwiched, like your head goes into your lap, and because you got no side support, you're just all over the place, you're just ragdolled.
Something to look forward to when I come back in December.
Oh.
All right.
Yes, I'm saying an early farewell.
Yep.
I have a bit more stuff to do today, but best luck with SpongeBob, if anyone gets that reference. and yeah, have fun and enjoy Zamperla Kiddie Coaster.
That's if I get on. I have my doubts, but we'll give it a go.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, gonna explore the park, see the animal exhibits, and just get more B-roll.
And I will just see you next time.
See you.
Woo.
Alright, that was SpongeBob's Boating School Blast. Ticked off the list. Oddly enough, I fit on that and I didn't fit on Storm Coaster, so go figure. I think the main reason is because the individual T-bars per rider, as opposed to something like Dragon Express at Adventure World, which had one T-bar for each car where you had to squeeze in either side of it. These individual T-bars go between your legs and I've managed to fit fine. The bigger issue was more to do with how tall I was and just sort of my knees cramping up, legs cramping up as my knees were sort of squeezed up against the front of the car. Now, SpongeBob's Boating School Blast does not have a max height or weight listed on the SeaWorld website, but being that it's a Zamperla kids coaster like Dragon Express at Adventure World, albeit with much different restraints, I'd say that it would be a safe bet that Dragon Express's weight limit of 125 kilo per car would be a good guideline for this ride too. But yeah, ticked off the list, so 3 for 4 at SeaWorld here in Australia. I'm going to do some more walking around, get some more B-roll, and talk to you soon. Bye. Just me and my mate Squidward here. He doesn't look too impressed. Wait till the greys grow in a bit. Alright, that's been a lovely day here at SeaWorld. It's 5 PM, the park's about to close, so heading on out. It's been a good day. Got 3 of the 4 coasters in. Unfortunately, Storm Coaster wasn't big person friendly, but got in rides on Leviathan, SpongeBob, and Jet Rescue. Got in some extra laps on Jet Rescue and Leviathan. Had to evac in the station for the second go on Leviathan, but ended up getting on there, which is good. But yeah, been a lovely day. 3 out of 4. So with 3 out of the 4 coasters ticked off at SeaWorld and Storm Coaster moved down to the end of the list to revisit at a later date, This brings my total coaster credit count up to 40. I will be coming back here in sort of December, January, when Jungle Rush and Wizard of Oz opens. But yeah, it's been a good trip here today. Until next time, this is Ejector Beartime. Make sure that you ride roller coasters, wear your sunscreen, and have a party pie on me. And if you like this kind of content, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Keep watching, and I'll see you out there on the road.